What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the Litheli Frozen Pack. This is the world's first backpack design fridge, which is also battery powered as well. Taking a look at some of the specs, this has a unique backpack design, a 16-liter capacity, a temperature range of -4 Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, rapid cooling in only 15 minutes, and 3 different ways to power it, which is either by battery, a car cigarette adapter, or the optional AC adapter. Besides the fridge, I also have their B288 power station, which goes great with this fridge to add more portable power. Besides that, it is a full featured power station, so you can also use it for many other things as well. I'll be covering the fridge first, but if you want more information about the power station, stick around and I'll be going over everything about it toward the end of this video. Alright, so taking a look at the fridge itself, as you can see, this is definitely a very unique looking fridge. It doesn't really look like any typical portable fridge or car fridge at all. It kind of has more of a camping backpack kind of vibe to it. And as you can see, it is a very compact unit. But despite being compact, it can store a lot of stuff inside, which I'll be going over shortly. When it comes to the overall build quality, this does feel very solid and well made as well. For the material on the outside, this is made with a waterproof TPU 840 material. So this is going to help it always stay dry, as well as make it very easy to clean as well. All right, so as I said earlier, this is a backpack design fridge. And what that means is this fridge is made to be worn on your back. Yes, you can also carry it with the handles right here, but you can go ahead and strap these on your shoulder and carry it just like a backpack. But it's also similar to a backpack that it has a lot of extra storage as well. As you can see here, you have a little bag here, and this holds your battery. Then you also have room for another battery or for additional wires or cables right there as well. And then coming to the other side, you have another storage bag, and this is where you can store your charging cable or other miscellaneous cables. So with the power station, you also get this car cigarette adapter, and then you also get 2 USB-C cables, well, USB-A to USB-C cables. And this comes with the power station if you get the model that comes with the batteries. But if you already have batteries from other Litheli products, you can also get this fridge without the batteries as well. And that's going to give you a lower cost on the fridge. Besides the 2 pockets on the side, you also have these loops right here, so you can stick something right here. You have some Velcro up top. They sell a bag that you can place up top, or you can also place something else up here as well. You have some little clips here where you can hang some stuff, some more clips over here, some more little loops here so you can hang some different carabiners and things like that. Same thing on this side, more loops, more clip-on points. And then flipping it around, you have even more attachment hooks right here in the zippers. We can attach stuff. You have stuff here. You can also hook some carabiners. So like I said, besides the fridge, you also have a lot of additional storage and hook points to carry things with this fridge as well. Given that this is a fridge, one good way to use these side pockets would be to put some utensils, forks, straws, spoons, stuff like that, just to help you on your picnic or wherever you're going. Or if you don't need to carry anything, you could put 2 batteries on this side and then store an additional 2 batteries on this side. This way you have a lot of batteries and you can run this all day without any issues. Coming down to the front, this is where you have your digital control panel. Right here you got your power button. Over here you have your settings button, which you can change this from eco or max mode. On max mode, that's going to cool a lot quicker, but also use some more battery. So a good balance I found is to put it on max mode, let it cool quickly, and then switch it back down to eco mode to save some battery and maintain that cool level. And then right here, you also have your adjustable dial. And as you can see here, this can be adjusted anywhere from -4 Fahrenheit all the way up to 68 degrees. So not only is it a fridge, but it also works as a freezer as well, which is definitely very impressive for this unit. I plugged this into my power station and it only pulls about 30 to 33 watts on average. So definitely a very efficient unit. When it comes to the cool time, this can actually cool from 77 degrees Fahrenheit to 32 degrees Fahrenheit in only 15 minutes. So this can get down the temp very quickly as well. I have used this a few times already, and this fridge definitely works very well. I don't have a thermometer to check the exact temperatures, but inside is actually nice and cool after that 15-minute mark. I like to flash cool my drinks, so I'll set it to a lower temp to get things cold quicker, and then bump it up to the temperature I want the drinks to stay at. Doing this, in the end, I end up with a drink that gets cold faster, and then I also save time and money from not having to buy ice like with a regular cooler. Another cool thing about this fridge is it's also very quiet as well. Looking at the specs, this has a noise level below 35 decibels, so you can even sleep beside this and you barely even know it's there. I'm getting really close to it and you can probably hear it very, very little, but once I'm back to right here, maybe about 3-4 feet away, I can barely hear it at all. Again, definitely a very quiet unit. Last but not least, thanks to the fridge's 3-layer insulation, it can also stay cool for up to 4 hours, even after it turns off. So if your battery dies, you're still gonna hold that temp for an additional 4 hours with just the cooler. All right, so when it comes to the storage capacity, this has a 16-liter capacity. According to the specs, this has a 42-to-1 capacity to volume ratio, which they say is a 77% larger capacity compared to fridges of a similar size. I don't know much about fridges like this, but if you see how large car fridges usually are compared to this one, I completely believe that claim they make. So opening it up, this is what it looks inside. Visually, it looks a little small, but trust me when I tell you this can store a lot of stuff inside. One thing you have to take in mind is with a regular cooler, half of this will be filled with ice, so you can only store very little amount. Again, this is a fridge and not a cooler, so this stays completely empty and it's all ready just for your water bottles or food to be put inside here. So right here I have a case of water from Costco. Obviously the whole thing is not going to fit inside here, but let me go ahead and load it up and I'll show you how many water bottles can fit inside this fridge. All right, so I went ahead and got it filled up. As you can see, filled with water bottles, and it is closing, so it's not overpacked or anything like that. As I said, a very deceiving size. It looks small, but it fits a surprising large amount of stuff. As you can see, it fit quite a bit of water bottles in there. So let me go ahead and take these out and I'll show you how many were inside. All right, so there we have it. As you can see, we fit a total of 18 water bottles inside here. It's unlikely you're gonna need 18 water bottles for a single day trip, so definitely a lot of liquid you can fit in there. This is gonna be great if you're going camping, or maybe you're someone like a coach, wanna bring some drinks to your team. You can go ahead and fit all of that in here very easily. I recently used this on a trip to Great Wolf Lodge, which is a water park that also has like a hotel as well. They have a fridge, but they don't have a freezer. My son likes simple foods like pizza rolls and Uncrustables, things like that have to stay frozen. So what I did is I brought this along with me. I ran it on battery the entire time and it worked completely fine with no issues. I ran it on 2 batteries. I had one charging and the other one going. And every 12 hours or so, I would just swap out the battery and that kept me going the entire time. So besides outdoor uses, also very handy for traveling to hotels as well, just to have some extra storage. We opened it and closed it many times during that stay, and as advertised, all of the food inside here did stay frozen without any issues. All right, so just to give you a visual of how much food can fit inside here, first off, let me show you that it does seal. It's gonna close no problem once I zip it up. I still have a little bit of room, so you could probably fit 1 or 2 Uncrustables here, but right here I have a whole Tupperware of ham. I got a vitamin water. I have a total of 6 Pepsis. I got a large bottle of ketchup. I got a almost full pack of cheese. I got this big iced coffee thing here. And as you can see, the dimensions here are made with like products in mind. They have this little slot down here that's big enough to fit one of these or orange juice or a half gallon of milk. It's a good little size there. If it was a little bit smaller, it wouldn't have fit. But again, they size this out with proper proportions. And then I also have this large Costco jelly as well. So right here I have everything that was inside the fridge. As I showed you, it's still a little more room to fit a few more things, maybe 2 more items about this size or so. So again, a nice size that looks very small, but once you take out the factor of eating ice, you can actually fit a good amount of food or drinks inside this fridge. So when it comes to the weight, this weighs 24.2 pounds. So it's not the lightest fridge, but also it's not that bad either. And then when you carry it with the included backpack straps, that also helps a lot. And as you can see down here, you also have this large and thick cushion, which also makes it a lot more comfortable to carry on your back as well. And as you can see here, the straps do have padding as well, so it's not going to be digging into your shoulders or anything like that. So having this also lets you free up your hands to carry other things. With that being said, this can get heavy once you have it filled up with stuff. So this is not on there so you can go hiking with the fridge. This is more of just a easy way to get it from your car to your destination without having to struggle and make another trip just for the fridge itself. All in all, most people should be able to carry this fridge no problem. My son is only 12 years old and he was able to carry this on his back. He was even able to hop up and down with it and didn't have any issues or complaints. So if he can do it, then I'm pretty sure most other people should be able to carry this no problem as well. Last but not least, all of this is removable. So if you want it, you could take off these straps and you can also take off this back piece here. This one just has a zipper at the bottom and this is just clipped on with these carabiners. So if you wanted to carry it and have it a little cleaner without the hook, you could also just remove that and just have it as a little compact square fridge just like that. So I always wanted to get a car fridge, but since I drive a small sedan, this was just not possible. And if I could find one that'll fit, they're usually so small in storage capacity that it pretty much defeats the purpose. As you can see, even with this one, it still doesn't fit inside my trunk. But unlike a regular car fridge, this is small and portable enough to place anywhere in the car, whether that be the back seat, the floor, or even the passenger seat, which is pretty cool as this lets me grab a drink or snack while I'm driving. All right, so when it comes to powering the fridge, you have three different options. First off, you have their U20 battery. When connected to the fridge, this is rated to give you more than 6 hours of runtime. Judging by the small size of the battery, I was expecting this to fall short of that time, but I actually tested this with the fridge set to 28 degrees. And to my surprise, I got a little over 11 hours. So not only did it do what it's advertised to do, but it actually got almost double that time as well. It was 68 to 70 degrees outside, so depending how hot it is, how much you're opening it, and a few other things, your runtime will vary. But even if you get the minimum 6 hours on a single battery or 12 hours with two batteries, that should be more than enough for most people. Then if you do need more, you can either get more of these batteries, charge one battery while the other is being used, or connect it to a portable power station. You can use any power station that has a cigarette lighter port, but as I said earlier, Litheli actually sells a few power stations, including this one here, that has built-in slots to store and charge these batteries as well. So if you don't have a power station yet and plan to get one for this fridge, that would probably be the best way to go. If you're traveling by car, the best way to use this would be to plug it in while you're driving with the car cigarette adapter and then switch over to the batteries once you get to your destination. This way you can still get a full 6 hours or more from each battery. As I said earlier, they also have an optional AC adapter, which you can get for this fridge. So if you plan to use this at home or just want to plug it into your house to get it cooled down before you leave somewhere, I highly recommend getting one of these as well. If you're someone who watches my other videos, you might have seen that I have an outdoor solar shed, and that's one of the reasons why I got this AC adapter. This way, when I don't need this for any outdoor uses, I can just keep this in my shed, have it plugged in with the AC adapter, and I can use this as a small mini fridge for my little outside office. Last but not least, the U20 also doubles as a large power bank. This is a 20,000 milliamp battery with a maximum output of 45 watts. So this can easily charge multiple phones, tablets, a Steam Deck, or even a laptop as well. All of that aside, Litheli also makes a ton of other tools and even an electric wagon that works with this battery as well. All right, so up next we have their B288 power station. This has a 287 watt-hour battery with a power handling of 300 watts. So this is going to be great for any uses such as this fridge, cell phones, drones, laptops, and many other things as well. For regular tech, 300 watts is a lot of power, so you'll be able to charge many of those items at the same time on this power station. And one thing I really like about this is how lightweight this is. This weighs only 13.2 pounds, so as you can see, I can pick it up very easily with one hand. And then if you pop out these two batteries, it'll get even lighter as well. And then as you can see, you also have a very convenient handle here, which makes it easy to carry in combination with its lightweight. So one thing that's very unique about this power station is these slots right here, which have additional U20 batteries. These are the same batteries that are used for the fridge. So while you're using one inside the fridge, you'll have two more right here on standby. And as the fridge dies, you can just swap them out for a much longer battery life. This is sold with or without batteries. So if you have some batteries, you can get just the unit, or like in my case, you can get the power station with these two included batteries here. And to pop them out, you just click on this little button like that. And as you can see, I got the whole battery. And then when you want to charge it, just click it in like that. So like I said earlier, if you have one or more products from this company, that's where you get a huge advantage with this power station compared to any others on the market. So taking a look at your ports right here in front, you have your car cigarette adapter, you have a 18-watt USB-A port, a 20-watt USB-C port, a 100-watt USB-C port, and then flipping it around, you have your solar input, your AC outlet, and then you have your charging input adapter there. So this has a total of 5 outputs, and you can charge from all of them at the same time. So just to give you an idea, right here I have my MacBook Pro. I'm just gonna stack it up there so we can get it in the camera view. Grab that, go ahead and plug it in the USB-C port. Next I got a Samsung tablet, same thing. We'll go ahead and plug that in to USB-A port. And then I also have a cell phone right here, and we can go ahead and plug that into the other USB-C port. And one thing I like about these cables that Litheli includes is they have this little adapter on one end. So it has USB-A, but if you want it to be USB-C to USB-C, you can go ahead and pop that off. And now you also have USB-C on that end as well. So I only have 3 items here. It's all I have here outside. But again, you can charge 5 items at once. So as you can see, just having this with you, even if you're not using it with the fridge, this is going to make it very handy to charge all of your tech and devices while you're outdoors as well. Another cool thing about this power station is if you wanted portable power but don't need the full power station, you can also just remove the batteries and use them as portable power banks. So definitely a very cool feature that adds a little more versatility and portability to the power station. And this does have a built-in UPS function, so even when you're at home and you aren't using the power station, you can connect it in line to your computer or other household essentials to provide power in case of a power outage. Last but not least, when it comes to charging, this has their Blitz full AC charging, which can charge this very quickly from 0 to 100 in only 50 minutes. Overall, this is definitely a great fridge. I love that it works on a battery. It's portable and easy to carry. And best of all, it's also very affordable as well. So all in all, if you happen to be shopping for a portable fridge, I would highly recommend this one here, which again is the Litheli Frozen Pack. Then, of course, if you need more power for the fridge or happen to be shopping for a compact power station, I would definitely recommend their Litheli B288 power station as well. If you would like to purchase or get more information on either of these, I'll also have the links in the description as well. All right, well, that about wraps up this video. As usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.